I love WBENC. WBENC is one of my favorite conferences to come to every year. So we have a really excellent booth this year. We've got folks that are helping out from purchasing. They're actually manning the booth as we speak, as I'm over here. And we've had a pretty significant amount of folks coming by throughout the day. Supplier Diversity has been around in various incarnations at Southwest for quite a while. I took it over about 3.5 years ago. And since that time, we've put a lot of systems in place to track our spend in a lot of diverse categories, particularly women-owned businesses. So it's been moving along pretty steadily, growing. The challenges, I think, is that many folks do not really understand the aviation industry, and they tend to approach it from the standpoint of, I've got a really good business, and I think that we would like to find a place for this in aviation, whereas aviation is kind of a deal where, we're looking for very specific businesses that have a national footprint, that can service us in a number of different capacities at a number of different airports. And as you know, when you go through the airport, you only see a certain amount of different kinds of businesses there. No, not really. We track a number of different certifications and we accept a number of different certifications, and we have to do different reports depending on who was asking us for the information. So we're not looking for a specific type of business, in terms of the certification certainly. So we'll take a look at pretty much everybody. That's a good question. One of the things that I hear a lot is the talk about partnering and the need to partner between organizations. And while it's certainly something that everybody's interested in, not a lot of people do it. And even smaller percentage do it well. And I believe it's because they need to start at the beginning. You need to partner with people that you trust, and the only way you're going to get to trust somebody is to actually engage with them. So I recommend that if folks are looking at partnering arrangements, do something that you love. Get together with another company and do a joint venture on a charity organization, in terms of raising money for something that you're both passionate for. Establish that ground floor where you have that trust, you've worked together, you spent some time together, so it's not just dollar signs. Where Southwest has an opportunity that's worth X million dollars, let's get together and do something. Well, we don't know each other. We don't trust each other. Therefore, we can find reasons not to do that joint venture. But if we work together, we've established some sort of relationship, then we can get together and actually do something big because we started out doing something small together. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, certainly I think that it's something that needs to be managed very closely. You need to know what you're trying to say. You need to know who you're in front of when you're out there using social media. As you know, we do a lot of social media at Southwest. We've got blogs, we've got Nuts About Southwest, we've got a number of different things that we do out there reaching a very broad base of constituents, and certainly it's something that we think is valuable.